the game of the year and losing it 48 hours later because of AI slop. That's exactly what happened to Clair Obscur. Expedition 33 at the Indie Game Awards 2025. They won Game of the Year and Best Debut, but the awards were revoked.
We need answers. It started to make sense how you only had 33 people in that studio and made this beautiful game. They were using AI the whole time. And one of the things that people were bragging on about this game was the art. And they said they used AI in the art.
Maybe it was a conspiracy of like, yeah, we know about it, but we want to make like a thing about it. I don't know. I'm just saying. It said that it didn't discover Sandstorm use of AI until December 18th. The data winners were announced. A Google search on December 17th would have helped them. See, that's the thing. Okay, all right. So we back, and yesterday I kind of messed up on stuff, but happy holidays. We're here, and we're here to talk about some topics real quick. So first thing on my list was an article about Expedition 33 getting a stripped of their awards because they use generative AI in their game. Now, a lot of people were mad about this on Twitter. A lot of Silk Song fans, not a lot of people, because you know them niggas can't take an L. Even though I'm a Silk Song fan, we did walk away with best action adventure game. It's still like, all right, what we doing, bro? Like I will post some of the tweets that people were like, yes, Expedition 33 finally gets his reckoning. Like what? It's just still a good game. Like, but they explain why they used AI and like what happened, but a lot of people just don't want to care about that. And to be fair, that is like a criteria for the Indie Game Awards, is that you can't use generative AI in your game. But they're gonna explain that in this article. All right, the Indie Game Awards snatches back 2 trophies from Clair Obscur over its generative AI. Lawrence Bonk writes, and this was Monday, so it's not too what's it called. I was supposed to upload this today, but I had some technical difficulties yesterday. So let's read the article. The Indie Game Awards has stripped Clair Obscur Expedition 33 of 2 major awards, including Game of the Year and Best Debut Game. This is due to the developer Sandfall Interactive's use of generative AI, as reported by Mashable. Okay, so it was stripped of 2 awards, the Game of the Year and Best Debut, because of the generative AI. This looks to be fairly cut and dry. The award ceremony clearly states in its FAQ that any game that uses generative AI in the development process would be strictly ineligible for nominations. It was recently revealed that Sandfall did indeed use generative AI while making Clair Obscur. Yeah, see, so you can see that that I clicked on some of these like I wanted to see more about what was going on. So you can see one tree right here that says, so another charge the batteries. Charge the batteries. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it appears that Clair Obscur 33 is used generative AI for their textures. And yeah, I give them that. This does look like, this little work right here does look like AI. It does like, but that's the thing today. Like a lot of people are battling with AI. Hold on, let me go get the okay. Yeah, I was charging this battery. I was charging this one all night. Dead. I'm gonna charge it. Which on that? I'm not saying about it no more. I'm not saying about it no more. Okay. Yeah, I guess I should have charged my batteries while I was whistling on that. But yeah, let's pick up. The company says it was only a placeholder texture. Okay, so a placeholder texture. So it was like while they were developing the game, they wanted to just see how things look and just something just to hold the place to something. But yeah, the company says the placeholder texture that were later removed, but a few squeezed past the QA process, the quality assurance, and made their way to the final game. As such, the internet The Indie Game Awards is clear about disallowing any use of generative AI. So they took the placeholder AI, they took some of the placeholder AI, I guess this is an example, other stuff out of the game, but didn't clear all of it out. And some of it still squeezed through. Okay. In light of Samfall Interactive confirming the use of generative AI in the production on the day of the Indie Game Awards 2025 premiere, this does disqualify Clear Obscure Expedition 33 for its nomination. The organization wrote, while the assets in question were patched out, it is a wonderful game. It does go against the regulations we have in place. So, I mean, that's fair. They did take it out. They were forthcoming about the use of AI, and they did end up taking it out of the award, even though they did take it out to patch it out the game, but it still was in the game. 6-1 Indie, the company behind the ceremony, deserves a smidge of blame here. These awards were initially handed out last week. Oh, so they knew. Okay, and we've known about the whole Clear Obscure AI thing for months, so they knew about this. Wonder how long did they know about this? They probably. I don't know too much about the Indie Game Awards, man, but maybe Expedition has been getting a lot of hate recently. So maybe it was a conspiracy of like, yeah, we knew about it, but we want to make like a thing about it. I don't know. I'm just saying. It said that it didn't discover Samsung use of AI until December 18th, the day the winners were announced. A Google search on December 17th would have helped them. See, that's the thing. That's why I'm a little skeptical on it, because if you've known about it for months, why are you waiting to the day of the Game Award? It is worth noting, however, Samfall did previously agree that no generative AI was used during development. So they was probably like, are you sure it's no AI? And Samfall was like, yeah, I mean, there's none. It's none, but some slipped through the cracks. But I could have swore, I don't know. I don't. Because I didn't see anything about AI, even though the AI has been rapping lately, like, AI slob, and even Arc Raiders using some AI with some of their voice things. But they did have their employees sign like, yo, we're hiring you. We are going to use your voice for AI. But you could have that's the thing. You could have just kept those people on there. But they knew they were going to use AI, and like, it doesn't really affect the game like that. So I don't really see anything like that. In any event, the second highest scoring title in the category now get the award. That means Blueprints. I want to check that out. I'm gonna check because it's on Game Pass. I'm gonna check Blueprints. I'm very interested in it. I've only seen one of my friends play it, but I'm interested in it. It's now Game of the Year, and sorry, we're closed next. That's best debut. Okay. Despite this AI controversy, Clear Obscure had a record-setting night at this month's Game Award. Okay, so we know all about that. So the thing is that's my conspiracy on it. They knew about the use of AI. They knew about it, but they still were like, we're gonna let it slide. We're gonna let it slip through the cracks until more people found out about it. That's why I think they was like, okay, now we can't do anything about it. We gotta have to, what's it called? But what I heard is that they would, like, when Clear Obscure's team was working on it, we're working on the game, that they used the Unreal Engine, and I guess the Unreal Engine has like some AI placeholders, and they put it in the game, but eventually they took it out, and I guess they didn't take everything out. And it was only like it's only like a small placeholder. I was seeing people talk about like, oh yeah, the whole game is AI, the characters, the models, all the environments. Like, yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's why we have to read articles and like understand articles, understand what's going on. I don't flaunt them for saying, yo, we can't nominate you, or we have to take those trophies back. But 6-1, the indie company knew about it. That's the thing. They knew about it for months. And I guess then it jumped. That's what the NFL does. Like, we knew about it. But once the public found out about it, it's out of our hands. Yeah, it's out of our hands. So, yeah, the Indie Game Awards, I'm not familiar with them. Maybe this will bring light to them more. I will be checking them out. next year. I want to play more indie games. I think I only got like Silk Song and would that count as an indie game? I think Silk Song would count as an indie game. And Clair Obscur, I would count that as an indie game. Without a big publisher, not a big studio, less than a $10 million budget. So yeah, I would count that as an indie game. But yeah, what do you think? What do you guys think some indie games are? Does this like was this warranted? Was this like were they acting? I feel like they should have said something beforehand, but hindsight is 2020, man. So.